for independent bands. Put them on the road. Cameras falls everywhere. Play the same town, different venues every night. We live on $20 a day. We only have 2 or 3 days to know these guys.
Whichever band can draw the most people and make the most money will stay on tour, and if we don't make as much money.
Kicked off and sent home.
Previously on Bands on the Run.
We all had emotional breakdowns because of the music, and that's what we want to do every damn time. Unfortunately, one band has to be cut from the tour. The Josh Phillips band. We're not going to
I love you guys, love you too. We can't play the other party because you guys are already playing.
Yeah.
That's not cool, man.
Soulcracker are pretty hard ass when it comes to this game.
We don't have a breath left on this.
We feel good.
And then in my band, it started to make some pretty strong bonds with the Josh Brothers band. So it was hard to see them go. Do you have contact with those people? Okay, you know our manager, Johnny. Whatever. You'll have your people. Well, just because we're going to be a little hard to reach. It's really a little tour, okay? Look, I got all my stuff out so I can get that and walk out to this. It's just hard to see the reality, finally, of someone getting cut. There's nothing else, you know, always remember. Ain't no listen like a Texas ass with, so I expect you to ride in and do right. I guess it's going to be a little more cutthroat, you know, there's not as much leeway. It's only first, second, third now. Don't worry. You'll be on a plane in a couple of minutes and this will be all over. It'll be just a bad dream.
I'm definitely looking forward to not having to promote, because that is like the single worst job. It's kind of a reality check too, because we know that it could have been us just as easily. We're really glad that it wasn't us. Feels like a happy thing to say that it's true.
Go with God, BC.
Going home isn't going to be that horrible, but I mean, it's sad and it's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, I'm still feeling a lot today. I don't know how to take it in just yet. Good luck, man. I didn't expect to go home first. Later, man. Here's how you stand after Columbus. First place, Soulcracker with $5,232. In second place, Carlo with $4,994. And last place, the Flicker Stick with $4,261.
On the next location, we're heading south. Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah!
It's a really long drive, so to keep you occupied on the trip, we have a challenge for you. You have to write a country western song, and if you perform it publicly while you're there, we'll give you $100.
We usually make up songs in the van, so it kind of fell in with what we usually do on the road anyway. These itineraries, good luck, guys. I love them Harlow witches, even though they can be bitches. For $1,000 ahead of Flicker Stick, I want to get $1,000 ahead of second. Oh yeah, I was in really big trouble. I think that some of the guys in my band are very competitive, but they're very openly competitive. They're like, yeah, I want to win this thing. All about money. It's all about money. The whole music business is about money. We could be more likable, but that would be faking it. And I think the other bands respect that. The fact that we want to go out and play in front of people all the time. They think it's a sellout or something. Our music is so far from country because we're not country artists. We didn't know what environment we were going to be put in to play this country song. The country audience will get booed. Hey, that is the one good thing that we got, dude. We're from Texas. We're the only southern band on this band. Yeah, what the hell are we going to do? We're in a long town.
Do we really want to write a song for $100? You know, the first thing Amanda said was like, I don't think I can do that, you know. And Rachel definitely wasn't going to have anything to do with it, so I decided we had to do the bonus. I can write a country song in about 5 minutes.
Only a fart. What's in my head for the first line? We're just starting. I'm already out of mind. It's inspired from loneliness and wishing I could talk to Kelly more. A good theme would be you're away and faithful and you know that your woman's cheating now. Yeah, I think something's just having a rough go of it with this girl. Sometimes when you're out on the road, you know, you start feeling like your significant other doesn't miss you as much as they probably do. I was walking out there, I wouldn't see you for much more. I did it one piece at a time, and it wouldn't cost me a dime. You know it's me when I come through your town. Yeah, Red Rider, this is the Cottonmouth in the psychophilic Cadillac. Come on. Well, it's 49, 50, 51. That's House is kind of like music folklore. This is one of the most famous music towns in the world for all kinds of music. So this is going to be really cool.
Message delivered at 6:57 p.m.
This is John at 12 and Porter. Tonight, it would be cool if you guys come down to the club, because I do this every Monday. It's called 12 at 12. You have 12 different artists doing just 2 songs. So if you guys could do that, then that would actually work to your advantage. Thanks, bye.
So he wants us to play tonight 2 songs because I'm going to promote. That's a great idea.
We can go to the club. The person our contact here gave us some information, the usual information we asked for. Okay, I'm going to write this down for this is Boston Port. Every Monday night, 12 at 12 they do, which is fun. You know, like I said, they have 12 different performers, and the guy's name that runs the place and books his name is John. So look for him and tell him I put the down and introduce yourself. So we fired on over there immediately, met the people we needed to meet, and signed up for a slot. When we got there, we found out it was Harlow's Club. They already got to do this? Yeah. Cool. That's their club. I totally knew this. Yeah, this is their club. They're going to get mad at us. They're not. They're not going to get mad. They'll be totally cool. They will be. Absolutely. I promise you they will get mad, but who cares? Yeah, the first night we got here, we went down to the bar as we usually do to the hotel. There it is. And Butcher had wound up selling 7 CDs just sitting there at the bar, and we met some people that were in town for a convention, and we wound up hanging out with those guys a little bit later on that night. We can be in further. What do you know about what? I'll buy you a beer if you don't care. We like, we want to buy you. You're really funny. And you're really cute. You're the band Stick Magnet. Yeah. We're the best things going. We might be a little older, but, they're all we have.
I think she was a little drunk. And she started flirting with me a little bit, and I'm like, well, maybe I can get some sales off of her. I'm trying, man. My brother was running up the stairwell.
I got big breasts.
We had to buy like 2 or 3 CDs, and I was like, great. And they gave us their number and told us to call them. They were going out to some, happening bar.
We put on some Barry White, cut the ribbon down. Heat that oil up. This could be the best 3 minutes of your life. That woman told me because hide under my shirt. I have big breasts. Why are you still here, dude?
God, we really are spinal tap. So spinal. We really are. Oh, it's sad. Except for they're better musicians. Tonight I'm gonna rock it. Tonight I'm gonna rock it. Yeah. They're so cracker at 12 people. They are? Why are so cracker? We have set boundaries since the beginning of this thing, and one of the boundaries was that we wouldn't go to another band to promote our show. It was kind of tasteless.
We're like, what the hell? Why should we start doing that? Why would they want to do that to us? Are they so cutthroat that they want to play dirty like that? Like, I don't need anybody to retaliate. I don't even need you three. But Ray, I'll just look at this. I'm going to go smash some tires, kick some asses. I'm going to hit somebody over the head with a bottle. I'm like, okay, see, that would be trouble. I'm going to smack somebody.
We do this every week. We pull that, battering it out. Please give a big Nashville welcome to the
first act we saw, and that was the first moment when I started to realize the kind of talent that's in town here. She just bowled us over.
Yeah.
Typical.
I didn't even think Harlow would even visit their club the first night they were in town. We didn't figure Harlow would be even willing to go do that kind of work. You know, go set up and tune their instruments for 2 songs.
We're going to band you from San Diego, right?
When we got there, we were like, what the hell? They kept trying to play before they were supposed to play. They were told you'd go on last. When we weren't ready, they wanted to jump on our slot.
Hold on. They just tried to play this band. I stopped that. So the band, another local band played, and then you guys are next.
That's fine.
That's how you did.
Thank you. No, thank you, John. That's very cool, dude.
Guys, we're playing you Wednesday night. Come see them. All right.
I didn't like that Soulcracker was there. When we went on stage, they were sitting on the front row. So when we were playing the show, really just in anger. Heads, man. I'm checking what's going on right now. They are? Yeah. I'm going to say you guys suck this before. You're not cool and thought you were for 5 minutes and you're really not, so there's no point. We're going to kick your ass. I got nothing to prove. They're probably going to win anyways because they're such pussies.
So you guys are the bad guys from the whole drama that we got going tonight.
Everything will turn around. They're there. I know they're going to win because they care so much about winning. I wish that they would just back off and just like leave us alone.
So everybody's reading what they play, and they'll go see them. Go to the dark side, and go to their account.
It's like, can you like get out of my face and stop coming around? It's to the point where I'm tired of seeing them. If you need a weren't playing here when you played. I should have...
They were upset. They thought we had stabbed them in the back somehow.
Oh, we would never do that.
And that it was mean, and that we had cruel intentions to come to their club and promote our show.
I'm going to say that you feel that we're disrespecting your
You just want to win.
She really dislikes Bob.
I really would rather have a conversation with you than an argument. I really don't want to get in an argument.
I just think that accent speaks louder than words.
She pushed a couple buttons, and I pushed a couple of her buttons. I think that your competitive nature is starting to show. They want to act like they're just a cool rock band who's in this situation, but when it comes down to getting sent home, they don't want to go home.
You really hate the bad vibe.
I think that you're a little drunk, sweetheart. Okay, we'll see y'all later. Bye, bye. Hey, don't take this to me. We go with that grandma. So a lot of us is just beat. We just want to go out. Fletcher down went out. I'm looking up at that woman, dude. You crazy? As soon as Fletcher walked in the door, boy, she latched onto him, and it was pretty hilarious. She's like all over me, like straddling me, and I'm just like, oh my god, get this woman off me. One of the guys that Fletcher, who would buy CDs if Fletcher could get a bra. I need the bra. Oh my god, I need the bra. I need the whole bra. I need the bra.
Thank God she did end up getting up and going into the bathroom and taking off her bra.
Alright, is that the bag? I'm just kidding.
They gave me money and sales were fine. She ended up taking her whole shirt off.
So good. We got the bra. We got our sale. The last couple of nights, I've been really frustrated with not being able to talk to my girlfriend because of work, or working late, or her being at a birthday party last night. And so if I want to talk to her, I have to sit till like 5 in the morning. And that frustration and loneliness that you feel, I like to talk to her every day. I don't feel comfortable if I don't. So like I try to call her and I can't talk to her. I get needy.
Some of the bands are doing better with sales, and some of the bands are doing better with booty.
I spent all my time already drinks last night.
Those things should pay off.
The people that we tend to hook up with, a lot of times are probably less than what we would now naturally allow ourselves to like. We realize that we do have to let go of that for a day or two.
This is a transition from him to bitch to pet.
What's the transition from bitch to pet?
Your pet, some kind of pet right now. You know what I mean? If we get a lot of stuff, then I've looked at the mirror. If we gotta buy you a beer, I guess they're pet.
Bitchy Piston?
You just better sell some merch then, man. That's all I have to say. You just better work that table. You know what we should do? Just like some song like, well, I want to bag of dope, I want to bag of dope, I want to bag of dope, oh boy. They told us that we could make $100 if we were to perform a country song, at a venue in Nashville. And then we'll just go, okay, thank you very much for my $100. Good night. All of us write in our band, and there isn't any one person that writes everything. So our writing tends to take a really long time.
Hey, Mr. We had the country song that we didn't really write in the hotel room, and Corey wrote it a long time ago. Yeah, we're gonna be running up. Second part of the verse, we go to like a 3 or 4 part harmony, like sound really cool. It's like, I'm just out of sight. I'm already out of mind. I'm already out of mind. It changed to the echo. Yeah. I'm just out of sight. But I'm already out of mind. You're holding me tight. You're just trying to bad.
You know, a well-written song is a well-written song, no matter what genre it is. It can be country, punk rock, a polka, whatever. But If it's a good song, it's a good song. The song that we had prepared was a big joke, and it was Corey singing the song, and Corey can't sing to save his life. He really, really wants to sing, he really tries, but that's horrible.
We'll think about it and relax a little bit longer, but we really need to start working on it. It's like 5 o'clock. Yeah, I think that my attempt at a country western song has been less than an inspiration.
Just kept playing it over and over and over again, and no one really showed any interest in it.
I don't know if I want to play bass to it.
Okay, I mean, not that I'm not saying that I'm not going to do, but it's sort of like you took off with it. So
no, I didn't take off with it. It's just nobody wanted to do it, so I just started to work on it. I don't have anything done. I mean, all I have is an outline. And I was a bit discouraged because nobody seemed to care.
I haven't been even thinking about it because you had a good idea of what you wanted to do.
I've been asking you to help me all day.
Rebecca, when we were in the car and I tried to give you advice.
I'm not going to fight with you on this. What do you mean when you tried to give me advice?
When I was lying down in the back of the car and I was telling you, maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that, it was like you were taking off with it, was your thing. And I know that last time you got mad that we were writing the song without you, so I know that you kind of wanted to do it.
I'm not getting mad at anything.
You said that we're
you said making up something here. I don't know what you're talking about. If you don't want to do it, let's not do it. I think they're worried about offending somebody, so if they have nothing to do with the song, then they can just wash their hands of it.
It's $100 that we can't afford.
It's $100 that, I know. Well, then you know what? Nobody's really done all day, so
I can write a song in 2 seconds. I've been a musician for a really long time.
I'm pretty much done. I just need someone to help me with it, but I don't want to go up.
That's not the way that I write. So give me an idea of how you're starting, and I'll totally help you with it.
Right.
I write a lot of music. We all write. But I've been playing a little bit longer than everybody else.
Right. It's like 3 chords.
I know, but I'm saying the vocals.
I don't know because I can't sing and play.
All the bands had an opportunity to play at the Billy Block Western Beat on the same night and do a little showcase intermingled with the country acts that Billy Block usually has.
Good evening and welcome to the legendary engineer. My name is Jerry Block. We're here at Western Beat. Tonight is a very special night as we welcome VH1 Bands on the Run. So a big night of music combining rock and roll, country, and bluegrass. It's going to be a lot of fun. And our first performers on the show tonight, a big round of applause for Sisters Wade.
Why can't we do it? We're going to do on the show. I'm just saying, think about it. That's all I said. Just think about it.
As humorous as other people may find us, musically we are very serious.
I mean, I would say do it, I would say don't do it. It doesn't matter.
We're not really a comedy act.
No, we're not.
We're just like, this looks bad. This can be bad.
Please welcome all the way from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, VH1 Bands on the Run, Flicker Stick.
Basically what we said is, look, y'all keep the $100 and we don't have to look like idiots any more than we already are.
Oh, Billy, I'm so sorry when they...
No, that's quite all right. You know what? When you didn't show up, we gave the slot to somebody else. I didn't think you were coming.
No, you didn't.
No, they called and said we don't know where they are.
Who called?
None of these.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to Western Beach the Acorn Band on the Run, Harlow!
We really did want to perform our country song in a country showcase environment. I didn't want to insult anybody, so we avoided doing it there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Between Nashville and them seeing, the top acts on a daily basis out here, my stomach got kind of sick, and I started to fear forgetting a riff or popping a string or dropping a pick.
Now our next performers lift up an original country song to play tonight, Songwriting! Just out of sight, I'm already out of mind. I'm still holding you tight. You're just trying to pass time. I'm just out of sight. Though you're always on my mind. With someone else tonight, I'm just out of sight. And how you 65, never die will ever fade out right. Time there will be a natural still. Call you from my hotel room, and under all the things you've done today, I won't believe a single word you say. I just out of sight, but I'm already out of mind. I'm still holding myself tight.
Blown away by how they could pull off a country tune that well. It was really good.
Just out of sight. You were always on my mind. With someone else tonight. But I'm just out of sight.
Don Marino from Dixie Dixie jumped out of nowhere and surprised me with his mandolin, started playing, and everybody loved it.
We earned some respect from them that the other bands didn't really earn.
Soul Cracker's country song, Kicks Here is Country Ass.
AP, playing one night here. Will you come? Cool. I'll give you flyers. If you come out and if you bring about 15 ball, I'll give you a CD.
Are you going to give these out? Yeah. We're not allowed to give those out with hanging out with us tonight. Really? Yeah, you can help us tonight if you want, or you can hang out and, party with us or whatever. We're glad to have you guys along, so. I just have to put my foot down. I'm fired. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound like a bitch, but it was bad enough that they promoted it at our venue last night.
We still piss off the girls, because really, we told mine too, we could probably kick their ass and do it in a way better way than they've been doing it.
You guys have flyers? Yeah, we have a lot of them in the bag. I saw you, but I don't even know you, but can you do these out for me? And then not even take me with them. Those boys, I'll tell you. Take some advance if you can. I meet so many girls in every town, We do. We have little girls all over the in every town.
Both of the washers are completely empty right now. You really guarantee you back tomorrow. Yeah. Because I just sitting here 45 minutes before I can even sit and wash it. Working out.
I would describe our promoting in Nashville more of lack of promoting.
We ain't doing nothing else about it. I think there's no question that we were in a huge lull here in Nashville. I'm just tired and emotionally drained. We were talking about 2 days. I'm ready to go home.
We were just whooped, man, after Columbus and the whole Battle of the Bands thing. We were so ready to go home. We had no idea that we were going to pull it off. I definitely think that the pressure is off us in a way that it wasn't off us before.
Let's go on and try to sell $5 harmonious all day.
There were no places to play. I don't think this is symbolic of all the rest of the towns we'll be in.
Yay, ball! Very typical, simple, American capitalism. And old people. You want to do some Tiffany type stuff? Yeah, food court or something. Yeah, all this stuff. In case we hadn't sold out before. Want to play your song? Yeah. Okay.
I really felt like I had to push merchandise because it didn't seem like anybody else was really pushing it that hard.
I've always been a fan of Mazzy Star. It's a beautiful song, and I was flipping through Dominic C's, and I was listening to it in the van, and I pulled the headphones off right after I heard the song, and I was like, we got to do this song.
We were going to try and pull off a cover song that we have never done before. The one time when we don't act stupid and don't look like idiots is when we play.
Finish the chord, go like this. K-I-L-O-W. What was the rhyme? Trouble you, isn't it? Trouble you? Okay. That rhymes with W. I am going to attempt to sing a country song this evening. And I don't know the lyrics yet. I'm just going to make them up as I go along. So it could be really bad. It could be extremely offensive. I don't think that there's going to be much rhyming in the song. $100 is $100, and we really need it at this point.
Nobody out yet, but yeah.
The show rolls around and, we're going, okay, there's no people coming in right now. What's going on? Is anyone going to be here?
How you guys doing? All right, right there, brother. Hey, we're playing down there at the... Jack Lang. Hey, what's happening, you guys? Jack Lang. Jack Lang. We're laying down the street, actually. That's Jack Lang? Here we go. Hey, guys, you all want to come into Jack Lang, right? Yeah, you guys come in with us.
Our whole strategy was promote 20 minutes before we go on, and I think it worked okay, considering that's all we did.
Tonight we're going to talk to the festival.
We asked John if he knew any really cool opening acts, something bizarre, and he was like, yeah, I got something bizarre for you.
I've never been with a guy who needs to know how to do it. He needs to know how to sew.
Oh, my God!
You guys are going to have something to talk about around dinner tomorrow.
Come on, he hung irons from his testicles. Like, need I say more? Only will you find this kind of act with a Harlow show.
Morning, listeners. I'm here to thank you for.
There are two reasons why you would let someone open up for you. One is they're really amazing and a great musician and interesting for the band to watch. The other reason is that person hopefully will bring people to the show.
Me too. We also want to thank all of our friends for coming out to see us and being patient with doing us.
We got scared her whole contingency off.
Nashville is a very humbling town. There's a lot of talent here and a lot of sincerity. And I'm very sincere about the fact that we don't have very much talent.
That was a really big room, and there were hardly any people there.
Hello, Nashville. I live along the wall.
We have to do our cover show again with the boys. Are you going to play tonight? Well, they said to the drum will tend to play country guitar, but he's going to be offended because we don't know anything about country. We're ready for the money.
I'm ready to make a fool out of myself tonight in front of all the 3 people that have shown up.
When we got on stage, I'd forgotten how it went completely.
They had rehearsed it, but they didn't stick to the rehearsal. No one knew what was going on.
Now, my country song may not have been a really great one, but I sang it with my heart. And isn't that what country songs are all about?
It was come great in a terrible way.
We're going to bring Rosalie and Sonny, solo artists from Nashville.
We didn't play with country western songs because we were learning to a comedy act.
I was happy because we got to do the Mazzy Star cover of the Fade Into You song. So I was proud of us just for pulling that off. everybody work hard on doing that and making it through and nobody chickening out. Let's see how your total tour earnings are up to this point.
For the 6, you sold 52 tickets, so you made $260.
I thought there was like 2 people there. Harlow, you had 27 people through the door at $6 each, so you made $162.
Soul Cracker sold 22 tickets at $6, which made you $132. Your final totals for merchandise in Nashville. Liquor Stick?
$265.
Harlow?
$153.
And Soul Cracker?
$174.
Nashville shut down the Soul Cracker promotional machine.
Soul Cracker and Harlow get an extra $100 for writing and performing an original country song.
Your total tour earnings after 6 shows. In last place.
Liquor Stick with $4,836. We're going over, baby!
In second place.
Harlow with $5,509.
And the leader after Nashville is...
Soul Cracker with $5,738. Damn right. Come on. Please, come on. Can everybody please start calling me El Magnifico?
I told him that I didn't like him.
We realized we were wrong and only really hate Bob.
I think that we really are rough fixes sometimes.
There's no way they could have written that song in one day. Because it was like totally like killer.
Oh yeah, they do. Really, really? Yeah. They were explaining to me how all of the hate that they had for AP was actually misdirected hate. They told me that too. What? Do you think? Am I hating? Okay. We really hate Bob and Amplified Trick. They hate you. What the board? I just get fired up when people are like nicely on the front and then on the top and back. I hope they get a hell of that.
I'm so tired of being